Yo, what's going on, everybody? Sunday night. Got the hat on, the cowboy hat. Yeah. All right. Hey, did you watch the fight last night, man? I know a lot of you agreed with me that you thought Stipe was going to win. And I thought he was going to win. But he got obliterated, man. He got destroyed, and we got to give credit where credit is due. Francis Ngannou really improved his game. And, you know, I know he's had, like 5 of his last 5 fights. I think this was the 6th one. Knockouts with some really tough opponents. Alistair Overeem and Junior Dos Santos. A lot of guys lights out, but I thought Stipe had a really good chance against him. But here's the question I got for you. Francis Ngannou versus Jon Jones. Who do you think is going to win that one? Now, a lot of people, even Dana White, president of the UFC, in his post-fight press conference, he said, if I was Jon Jones watching that fight, I'd be thinking of going down to 185. And Jon Jones, not surprisingly, took a lot of offense to that. But I'm just curious what you guys think. Jon Jones, Francis Ngannou. Now, Jon Jones has bulked up. I think he's around 240. He's an amazing fighter. He's never lost. He had that one DQ, but other than that, he's never lost. He's fought all the best at 205. What do you think? It's really hard. As good as Francis Ngannou is, it's really hard for me to go against Jon Jones. He's just too good of a fighter. But I'm curious to know what you think. Anyway, folks, that boat is still stuck in the Suez Canal. We could see a little bit more of this short-term volatility because of that. I mean, you know, it's jacking up oil prices. You know, all this transport, this is again, these supply chain disruptions. These are the things I've been talking about that have been the factor in price increases. Okay, it's all COVID related. Now we have this thing is not a COVID situation, but it's again adding to the price supply chain issues. You know, bond yields were up on Friday because of this. I mean, they need to get that boat unstuck. I think if they get that boat unstuck, you'll see, for example, bond yields come back down. But Friday, I made that video about the market melt up at the end of the day. I suspect, and the day before that, my video was the correction is over. And I believe that. You know, fiscal is just way too strong, folks. You got to understand that. And the market has been through a correction. You know, there's been a lot of negative or concerning factors kind of hanging out there. You know, COVID, inflation fears, now this boat getting stuck, plus plenty of other things, a Fed policy, the SLR situation, you know, the banks. Some really interesting data on the banks. I mentioned it in my video on Friday with the biggest decline in loans in 14 years. But that, as far as I can see, that is attributable to, it came in the same week as 241 billion of stimulus checks. So people were using at least some of the money to pay down checks. So anyway, we're coming into the new week. Don't forget, go to my website, sign up for a 30-day free trial of MMT Trader. And, you know, we should have a very eventful week. And let me hear in your comments who you have. If it's Jon Jones versus Francis Ngannou, who's your pick? I'm saying it's Jones all the way. See you tomorrow, folks. Bye-bye.